Looking back on it, at least my pride is intact. Cause we said no strings attached, and I still got tied up in that. Everything that I write is either for or about her. So I'm with her even when I'm here without her. And she know it, the girl that I wanna save is like, yeah, she'll probably come around soon as I settle down. That's the motion.
Yeah, cat's out of the bag. I'm a secret rapper. Hello, my darlings. I don't always do favorites videos because I don't always have products to discuss. I didn't think I'd have anything for September, but lo and behold, I have a pile of stuff next to me that I think is worth sharing with you. So let's get into it. The first product that I'm going to talk about, which I have been using a lot in the month of September, is an eyeshadow palette, and it's by Kat Von D. It is the True Romance eyeshadow palette, and this is in Ladybird. This is absolutely beautiful. I haven't really used many Kat Von D products, but I was eyeing this palette for 2 or 3 months. I think it's very comparable to Stila's In the Know palette. It's got like the similar orange shade and really nice fall colors. This palette is completely matte, and I actually prefer this one over the Stila In the Know because the eyeshadows are larger, they're all completely matte, and I find the texture to be really nice. Perfect palette for the fall time, perfect for all skin tones. I really like that the eyeshadows are completely matte, and I think it was around $43. The Stila one is $50, I believe, so there is a $7 difference, but I prefer this one. It also comes with this little autograph pencil, and it is in Immortal Love. It's a dark chocolate brown shade. I've done a look with this, which I will probably be posting in the next few days, so look out for it. But I think this is a great fall palette if you're in the market for one. Since we're on the topic of Kat Von D, I'm going to be mentioning her Locket Tattoo Foundation, and I've also been using this like crazy over September because I've been pulling really long hours, and I've basically been working like 7 days a week, which is why you haven't seen very much of me. This foundation is full coverage, it does last 24 hours, it's mattifying, it's oil-free, and this particular shade that I use is medium 25, and it has a slight yellow undertone. I don't usually use high-end foundations on myself, I usually just keep them in my professional kit. But again, I was eyeing this for a solid year, and I decided to finally cave and purchase it, and I don't regret my decision at all because it's bulletproof. It's redonkulous. If you're looking for a really long-wearing foundation, this is it. I like that it has a pump, and I like that it only takes one pump to cover my entire face. It's just enough coverage that it evens out my skin, and it doesn't make me feel or look cakey, so loving this. And I believe this was $41 from Sephora. Onto a powder I've really been loving lately. This is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, and this one is an Ivory. And although it says Ivory, again, it is a yellow undertone, and I use it to set my concealer underneath my eyes. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I normally set my under eye concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in Classic Ivory, but I decided to get a little adventurous and step outside my usual routine, so I picked this up, and I really like it. It has just the perfect amount of yellow undertone that it really brightens my under eye, it doesn't make me feel cakey, and I think it has great coverage. So I've been cheating on my Maybelline Fit Me Powder for a month. I purchased this on sale at a supply store, so I think it was like $10 to $15. NYX prices vary everywhere. Speaking of under eye, I have been loving the MAC Prep and Prime Highlighter Light Boost. This Prep and Prime comes in 3 different shades, I believe. I think there's a salmon tone, a neutral tone, and a yellow tone. This is the yellow one. I normally keep this in my kit for my clients, but bridal season has been slowing down a little bit lately, so I've been playing around with some of the products in my professional kit, and I've been digging this one. Lately, what I've been doing for my under eye, which I also did today, is apply my Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Concealer underneath my eye, and then I layer it with the Prep and Prime. I'll blend it in with the Beauty Blender, and then I'll set it with the NYX powder, and it gives the perfect amount of coverage, really opens up the under eye for me, and makes me look like I got a full 8 hours of sleep, which I didn't. And since I've got my Beauty Blender in my hand, I've been asked if I like the Beauty Blender and if I recommend it. Personally, the only thing that I find it does superior to brushes or fingers would be setting my under eye concealer. Do I think you absolutely need it for your foundation? No. If you are very big on under eye, or you have a lot of under eye circles or darkness or puffiness or hereditary darkness and you want full coverage, maybe you could invest in the Beauty Blender, but I definitely don't think it's an absolute must for everybody. Although it is, I think, like 26 bucks or something ridiculous like that, you do get a lot of wear out of it, especially if you're only using it for the under eye. If you're using it for foundation, the foundation sometimes tends to stain it and there's a lot more wear and tear, but I only use it for the under eye, so it's lasted me a hot minute. Onto my favorite portion of my favorites videos, the lip category. If you guys watched my collective haul a few weeks back, you will know that I got into a little bit of an altercation with a 12-year-old. And the reason being is because I was at Walmart trying to pick up the Maybelline Baby Lips in Strike a Rose, which at the time was a new limited edition collection, and the 12-year-old did not want to share her pile of this shade with me. Well, would you look at that? Look who got her little paws on one. Finally purchased Strike a Rose because Walmart decided to stock their shelves for once, and it was worth the wait. It's such an awesome shade. It's like a really pretty neon coral shade. It's only $4, but it looks like something that's worth 20 bucks. I get a lot of compliments when I wear it, so I'm hoping that they'll keep this line around forever. I don't know how I've never mentioned these in previous videos, but lately I've really been loving the NYX Butter Glosses. I've got 3 in particular that I've been wearing like crazy lately, and they are Maple Blondie, which is a really beautiful pale sort of peachy coral shade. Meringue, which is a really beautiful pink and it's got a nice blue undertone, and I absolutely love these types of lip glosses. And Vanilla Cream Pie, which is a really beautiful dusty pink. It's very natural, it sort of borderlines like a nudish pink. These smell divine, they're not sticky, the consistency is absolute perfection, and I think they're around $7 or $8. I have really been loving this L'Oreal lipstick in Fairest Nude. It is absolutely the perfect nude shade for fall, especially if you're doing a smoky eye. I personally think this nude shade is so perfect that it's suitable for all skin tones, including women of color. I tried it out on one of my girlfriends, and usually these types of lipsticks tend to wash you out, but I found that it actually looks really nice and subtle. It's not ghostly white nude. It's a very, very perfect nude. I don't really know how to explain it. You'd have to go swatch it for yourself. And I think L'Oreal lipsticks are around $8 as well. If you guys watched my vampy drugstore makeup tutorial, you will know that I've been loving the Milani Color Statement lipstick in Sangria. Beautiful for the fall time, and it is an absolute dupe for Rebel by MAC. If you want to purchase Rebel and you don't want to break the bank and you want something that's pretty much spot on, I would highly suggest going out and picking up Sangria. All of the Milani Color Statement lipsticks are high quality. I can't believe they're drugstore. So if you haven't tried them out, I highly suggest you go and try them out. They're wicked. I think this was also around $7 or $8. And by the way, if you live in Canada, I know I get asked this a lot, especially on Instagram. Milani is available at Superstore. I have 2 more lipsticks, and they are by Revlon. They are the Super Lustrous lipsticks. I think Revlon lipsticks dominate the drugstore. Milani is a close second, but Revlon is out of this world. I have 2 shades which I always love for the fall time. The first one being Black Cherry. This is a really deep brick burgundy chocolatey oxblood, just fabulous fall shade. I love it. It's very vampy, it is very bold, and I dare you to wear this because I think it's fab. Next I've got Vava Violet, and this is a dupe for Cyber by MAC. It's a really deep purple, almost bordering black, but mostly purple. Again, it's super vampy, it's super goth, and I think it looks beautiful with black eyeshadow. If you don't want to wear this with eyeshadow, you can wear it on its own with like a winged liner or just some mascara. But if you're into the whole gothic look, I would definitely recommend doing this with a dark eye. As you guys saw in my vampy drugstore makeup tutorial, I'm not shy when it comes to pairing dark eyes with dark lips, and I think I might actually do a tutorial with this doing a black smoky eye. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see that. And Revlon lipsticks, again, are around $7 to $9 depending on where you live. Next I've got a lip liner I've really been loving, and it is the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner, and this is an East End Snob. This is a mauvey pale pink shade. It kind of borders a nude. It looks beautiful underneath a nude or mauvey lipstick as well as on its own. I think these Rimmel Exaggerate lip liners are very high quality. You get your value out of them. Superstars in the drugstore, and I prefer these over high-end lip liners. When it comes to purchasing makeup for my personal use and I have to decide between department store and drugstore, usually I tend to purchase mascaras and lip products from the drugstore and am a little bit more willing to splurge on eyeshadows or things that I know are gonna last me a really long time. Products like lip glosses or mascaras that I go through really quickly, I have a really hard time investing a lot of money into unless it's for my professional kit. My last product is also by Rimmel, and it is the 60-second Rimmel nail polish, and it is in gray matter, and it's what I have on my nails right now. Don't mind the fact that my nails are completely busted. You know those days where your manicure is perfect and then you just do household things and like 8 of them chip out of nowhere, and then it looks like you've literally been doing manual labor for like a solid 2 weeks? Today was one of those days. You know, I really went ham on cleaning the house when my nails chip because I have a pretty good base and top coat and they hardly ever chip like this, but things had to get done around here. Anyway, I love gray nail polish, especially for the fall, and this is a beautiful gray. It's almost like a bluish undertone. It is very great quality despite the fact that I chipped all my nails today. It's not the nail polish's fault, it's my fault because I went in on my sink. The brush on it is amazing, it dries really quickly, and it is very opaque. I think it was around $4. And that concludes my September favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I had enough to talk about, but you guys know me. I don't want to just mention products unless I've genuinely been loving them, and I thought these were totally worth mentioning. And completely unrelated to beauty and makeup, I have been loving Drake's new album, Nothing Was the Same. It dropped on September 24th, and although it just dropped, I've been awaiting it for so long that I know it's going to be my favorite for September, October, November, December, probably all of next year, and probably until he drops another album. I love Jersey. He's my boy. Anyway, I think that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've used any of the products that I've mentioned or want to recommend new products to me, then leave them in the comments below. I love corresponding with you guys through the comments, especially on the days where I'm not uploading as often. It's my way to kind of see what's up with you guys. And if you really want to get a hold of me, you can find me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I post there all the time, and you can kind of keep up with me. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hello to all my new subscribers, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!